Hello guys, ladies and gentlemen, we are going to be getting into our first match of the DreamHack SC2 Master Summer Qualifier of Taiwan and Hong Kong, with Japan, of course, going to be represented here as well. My name is Daks, and we are going to be getting straight into game number 2. Unfortunately, we weren't able to catch game number 1 there. Didn't get my DM in time, but that is okay. That's what happens sometimes. And we are going to be getting in a Protoss versus Protoss. Now, interesting enough, I'm looking at the history between these two players, and Teebo, pretty new to the scene. Checking him out on a Ligalac, he's only had history from the previous qualifier, and something to note, he was on random. So this time, it seems like he is confirmed to be of a race. He is going to be playing that Protoss, and this is going to be game number 2. Coming into this one, we are going to be going on to Everdream, and since we don't have the first map, we're going to be going straight into the game itself anyway. That's how it is sometimes in these open qualifiers. But PvP action, gonna be expecting, of course, those 2 gates to be set up, and then anything can really happen. And here on Everdream, that high ground can really hide something if need be. Put something way close to your opponent, maybe a proxy target out of nowhere onto either the north or the south side. But we will find out, because we've seen how Bistork played last time, especially in the round of 16 and the round of 8. He's looking for redemption, he's looking for a shot to move on to the main event alongside his fellow countryman, Gogo Joy, and it is going to be time to get into game number 2. So welcome, ladies and gentlemen, and here we are into our first game in the StarCraft 2 DreamHack Masters Summer Qualifier. It is going to be time to get into this one, and introducing first on the top right, the man with a plan from Japan. It's going to be our green Protoss, Teebo. And his opponent coming on in as well. Here on the bottom left instead, he is up by 1, looking for redemption after getting beaten down on the previous qualifier. He's one of the best in the region, one of the best in Hong Kong. Small but passionate community. It is our pink Protoss, Bistork. Besides with Gogo Joey, he was basically like, oh, it's a name of 2 Brood War players together, Bisu and Stork. So if you combine their powers, potentially you're gonna be one of the best players in the scene. But Teebo gonna be going for the scout already. Of course, we are gonna see our standard 2 gateways. And well, in behind all of this, Teebo is gonna be deciding, I am gonna go for 2 gateways on. I'm gonna have that forge as well. It's gonna be very interesting to see what is in store for us coming into this one. Now, from what I've seen, Teebo is a relatively new player. Shoutouts to anyone who has any more information about that one. But 2 gateways as well as a cannon rush coming in with that forge in behind. So for Teebo, he wants to set up this pylon here to prevent any kind of blockade, to prevent anything from coming on through. He does set up these 2 cannons down below, but the pylon will go down, preventing any of that high ground vision. And I like how Bistork is really chasing after this probe as much as possible. Second pylon though being built, and here we go right now with the pull. But unfortunately, it's only going to be 5 probes trying to take down 2 cannons. And in all honesty, when you do have 4 probes, you take down a cannon trying to build, but it's going to be a little difficult. Zealot right now bringing a DPS on. Here and now, we're going to be looking to get things going, and that is going to be the shots to go. Eventually though, the cannon will survive. Teebo going to be bringing things in, and yes, we are going to be looking to see how everything is going to be going. So yeah, don't worry guys, we swapped it out already. Should be a-okay on our end. And yeah, the cannons from down below bringing that extra DPS. Warp Gate research, not gonna get research here whatsoever because Bistork is desperate to get some units instead. Stalkers in behind, but the Zealot's able to cleave on through. Teebo not letting up whatsoever, and the man with the plan from Japan really sending things over yet again. Bistork trying to get on away again. Will be able to get a surge step against that Zealot. Shield battery is now into play, but does he have that energy for the battery overcharge? Seems like it's not the case, so we'll have to micro as much as possible with these Stalkers, but the Zealot doesn't even care about those phase disruptors. Eventually though, the shots do come, the Stalker's gonna be able to hold, focus fire right now onto the Photon Cannon, and it is gonna be a takedown yet again. So solid stuff there from Bistork as well as Teebo. It seems like though eventually Teebo gonna get beaten back by a bunch. And oh my god, these Stalkers right now looking for the hunt, looking to shut things down. Since Teebo doesn't have that Cyber Core up and running as of yet, he is gonna get kited so heftily. And now the cheese gonna fall apart. Teebo, this guy has impressed me, okay? He's bringing the cheese against some of the best players in the region, and it did work out in a good way. He was able to get the cannons up, he wasn't shut down immediately, but when the Stalkers came along and Bistork just basically backed on off, gave up that gateway to make sure he would survive, it is high time right now for Teebo to get punished. So Photon Cannon being built, Unfortunately for Teebo, since these are ranged units, they can just shoot this cannon. And something noted by cannon, it's quite fragile to say the least. The only buildings right now that can produce here for Teebo are unpowered, and this triple stalker hit squad might be able to get on through. If they get rid of the pylon, they might be able to get things going, but of course the folding cannon in behind, and it is going to be the vision here for Bistork, a little different and a little difficult to say the least. They can't go for the outrange because of that high ground, but eventually the cannon will go down. Shield battery right now going to be built into play. Battery overcharge going to be essential here perhaps for Teebo to stay alive. But TG gonna get called, and that is gonna be victory. Bistork moves on to our next round. So there you go, guys. We are good to go with that one. Beautiful cheese, but an even better response. And Bistork has proven his veterancy. He has shown that he is not gonna get caught out by something as strange as that, and that was game number 2. So that is gonna be Bistork moving on to the next one, and also it's like next series also would love to follow you here, Pat. Good job, well played, well played. So there you go. I'm just like, giving a little bit of encouragement there to Bistork, and he was able to defend up really, really well. The stalker is just backing on out, staying by the mineral line, making sure that they are safe, making sure that they are sound, using the Nexus as basically a blockade. And since Teebo decided, I'm just gonna ignore that, go for the probes instead, it's just free shots with those phase disruptors. And overall, it is just gonna be so potent, to say the least. In essence, though, that was really, really well played there from the start, really showing that he is one of the best in the region. I really wouldn't be surprised if he makes it to the main event for Taiwan and Hong Kong, where a stiff competition gonna be potentially his true test there. But for now, we'll see if it's only gonna be a formality or will it be a struggle. We will be right back, ladies and gentlemen. This is the DreamHack StarCraft 2 Masters Summer Qualifier for the Taiwan Hong Kong scene. Of course, brought to you by the ESL Play, and we will just get into our next round, our next game very, very soon.